Y'all know when you're tired, okay? When you tired, okay, you gonna show, okay, the actions of being tired, okay, of whatever, okay? If I'm tired of that job that ain't doing shit for me, when you tired, what you gonna do? You gonna walk, you gonna jump out, okay? You gonna start looking for better. When you tired of DSS, CPS popping up in your life and they've been doing the same shit for years, gotta come in, look at your kids, look at your food that you got up as a fucking prop. Gotta question you about what you doing. When you tired, okay, you tired. And what you gonna do? You gonna clean it up. You gonna get your act right. You gonna do the job, do the due diligence to do what? Get DSS, CPS out your life. When you tired of that man and you done tried and you just say, you know what? The try ain't in me no more. I'm tired. What you do? Either you gonna leave or you gonna let him go. You know why? Because I'm tired. I know my worth is better than that. You know, I know it's greater out there for me. I know he just don't want to clean it up to do right by me. So if not, I'm going to do right by myself and jump the fuck out. When you tired, you move out actions of being tired. When you tired of being on the government, because the government can hand it to you and they can snatch you back and they can question and they can tell you no when you think you're gonna get that. When you're tired, what you do? You say one way or another, I gotta get off of this and I'm not gonna look at these hoes no more unless I just can't. When you tired, you tired. So we can't say tired and use that shit light, slight, however. Okay, tired is a powerful word because when you tired, okay, you lay down and you rest that ass to recharge yourself so you can fucking resurface. Okay? So stop saying you tired. When you tired of being neglectful, okay, you gonna rearrange that word to allow it to present something else to any social media streets, okay? They can no longer see the neglect or say I'm neglecting my kids because I'm tired of that. I'm going to present different. One thing about being tired, you can always turn that shit around. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't got to be tired no more. When you out here and you know you looking tired and you tired of looking tired, what you gonna do? You gonna yeah. You gonna uplift. You gonna bring yourself together. You gonna present yourself. You gonna allow yourself to feel good. You gonna pour a little self curl in there. I was like, shit, stop fucking talking about I'm tired.